Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make Dora. I'm going to make her exactly like this one. I do have the original one that I did back in March, so I kind of fixed her up a little bit. And just so you know, this one has neon orange bands that I used for the skin color. So to let you know that the bands that I'll be using burgundy for the hair and for the eyes, which is about 65 bands. I'll be using the skin color. There are about 65 bands. The pink, there are 44 bands. The yellow, 6. And the white, there are 25 bands. And the orange for her shorts, there are, I think, 24 bands. I'll be using one loom, and our loom will be in its original position with the arrows facing down. I'm going to do the body parts and show you how to attach. I'm going to do the arms now with you. I'm going to do both of them. One of them we're going to add this yellow piece on the left side, and it just has a bracelet effect kind of there with a yellow band. You could use a gold if you wish. I'm using the yellow jelly. So to get started, I'm going to go down the loom. I'm just going to go on the right with double pink bands, and I'm going to go down once. Next, you want to take your hook, and I'm going to take a single pink, and I want to wrap this around my hook 4 times. So this would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. There should be 4 loops on your hook. You want to make sure that there are 4. This will just be the edge part of her shirt, just kind of a little bit of a finish at the end here. And then you want to slide this on double bands. So attached to your hook, I like to support with my finger. You want to pinch and slide on the band. And then you're going to attach this to your loom. Now I'm going to use my skin color, double bands, and we're going to go down the loom 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now you want to take a single yellow, and we want to wrap this around our hook 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. You want to slide this on double skin bands, pinch, and slide on, and then just attach to your loom. Then you want to take double skin bands and go down once. Now a single, and you want to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We can loop up now. So grabbing your hook, you want to reach in, moving the cap bands out of the way, and just loop straight up to the top. You can remove off the loom, just reach in, lifting up, and you can just put this to the side. If you have toothpicks, if you wish to use, you can just very gently just put to the side. We're going to make another one just without that yellow band. So double pink and go down once. We're going to wrap a single pink around our hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grabbing double pink, you want to slide these on and attach to the loom. Now we're going to go down the loom 5 times with our skin color bands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. you want to take a single band and cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We're ready to loop up. So reaching in and just go straight to the top. You want to remove off the loom. And you just want to be very careful when you're removing, so making sure that the arm part is in the center of these bands that are top, and just slide off and put to the side. Now we're going to do her body. So right now we're going to need the skin color, some pink, and some orange, and a couple of pieces of yellow. I'm going to start off with 3 bands for the neck of the skin color and go down once. Sorry. Switching to the pink color now, double bands, we're going to give shoulders. So from the center down to the right, and then center down to the left. Now we're going to go down the right using double pink colors for her shirt 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the left, the same thing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to go down the middle 5 times with our pink color, double bands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now switching to the orange color, we're going to use double bands, and I'm going to go down once on the right and once on the left. Now I'm going to take double bands, and I want to go across from the left peg to the right peg. So instead of just going across, I'm going to make a figure 8 and push down. Now I'm going to close this off at the bottom here with double orange bands for the shorts, and I'm going to go from the center up to the right and then center up to the left. I want to fill in this middle right here, so double orange bands and just go down once. I'm going to push this down in the center, and I'm going to cap here right now. So a single orange band, and we're going to wrap it around 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go down once on the right, double orange bands, once on the left. Now grabbing your hook, you want to take a single orange and wrap this around your hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the end piece of her shorts. And now I'm going to take this band and I'm going to slide this on double orange bands. Support with your finger, pinch, and slide on. And attached to the loom, I'm just going on the right side. And we're going to do the same thing on the left. So a single orange, and you're going to cap this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have 4 loops. We're going to slide this on double orange bands. Support with your finger, pinch, and slide on. And then slide onto the loom. Now I'm going to take the arms, and I'm going to attach the arms now. I'm grabbing the piece with the yellow band, and I'm going to slide this on my hook and put both ends on. So I have it like this. Now it doesn't matter which way you put it on the hook because we're going to fix these bands at the end. And I'm going to slide it on the second peg going down on the left, and I'm going to do this with the other arm and attach it to the right side. Now I'm going to show you how to do the foot, and I'm going to do one right now, and then we're going to finish the leg area. So what I'm going to do is take a single band white and my hook, and I want to wrap this around 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grabbing white bands, I want to grab 3. And I'm going to slide this on. So attach to your hook at the end here, support with your finger, slide on, and I'm just going to attach below the shorts on the right side because we need 3 spots. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to take 3 bands and I'm going to go down twice. So 1, 3 bands, and 2. So now I'm at the bottom of the loom. You're going to take a single band and you're going to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to do this with another single band. So the shoe is a bit thicker. A single band 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to loop up this part. So grabbing your hook, you want to reach in, moving the cap bands out of the way, and grabbing all 3 bands. I'm just holding the cap band down so it doesn't fall off. And loop up. And one more. I'm going to remove off the loom and keep it on my hook for just a minute. I'm going to finish this part on the left side. So you want to grab your skin color, double bands, and we're going to go down 3 times. So starting at the orange here, 1, 2, and 3. Now, because this is on your hook, I'm going to tell you, unless you have an extra hook, what we need to do is take a single orange. So ignoring this piece, you can just kind of push it up if you wish. We need our hook to wrap this around 4 times. So taking a single yellow, go around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You want to take double yellow bands and slide that on, just this yellow, and attach to the loom at the end. Now we're going to attach this foot part on. So just opening it up, sliding all the loops at the end, and putting it on the bottom here at the peg. We're going to do this on the right side. So you want to start with your hook, grab a single white band, and wrap it around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have 4 loops. Grabbing 3 bands, white color, you want to slide this on. So support with your finger, pinch, and slide on. Now I'm going to attach this to my loom at the peg below the shorts. I'm going to go down 2 more times using 3 bands of the white. So 1, and then 2. And now we're going to cap the end twice with a single band 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm just checking if I went around 3 times. And again, single band, go around 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We're ready to loop this piece up. So reaching in, grabbing the bottom 3 bands, and loop forward. You can remove off the loom and just put it down for a minute. I'm going to finish the right side of the leg like how we did on the left, using double bands of the skin color. Go down 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now we need to borrow the hook, so I'm just going to move this out of the way, grab a single yellow, and wrap it around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now grabbing double yellow, I'm going to support with my finger, pinch, and slide on, and attach to the loom at the bottom. You want to take your shoe here and attach. So just open it up, slide on, and making sure that you have all the loops around. We're ready to attach holding bands. So I'm going to take a single pink color and I'm going to make a triangle right below the arms. Again, another pink, and one more pink. In this area right here at the bottom, we're going to take a single orange color to match the shorts. And we are done, so this is what it should look like. And now we're ready to loop up. So I'm just going to start looping in the center here for the shorts part. So you want to reach in, moving your cap band out of the way, and grab the first 2 bands that are going, they should be going to the center. So making a teardrop. Reach back in, grabbing the next 2, and they should be going to the left. Reach back in, grabbing the next 2, and they should be going to the right. Now I'm going to loop up all the way on the right to the second peg here at the top. So I'm going to reach in at the bottom here, moving the shoe out of the way, grabbing the bottom 2 yellow, and just looping straight up. You don't want to grab the bands in here, so you want to make sure they're all out of your way and only grabbing the bottom 2 orange. You want to be very careful that you're moving all these bands out of the way. Moving the holding bands out of the way now. When you get to the arm, you want to move the arm out of the way and reach in and grab the 2 bands that are your shoulders and not the bands for the arm. On the left now, reach in and loop up. Again, when you get to this area here, you want to make sure that all these bands are out of the way. So you do not want to start looping the band that we went across. And now at the shoulder area, you want to move your arm out of the way and loop up the shoulder bands. Now we're going to do in the center. So right here where your pink starts, that's where we are, and loop up. We're at the neck now, so you want to reach in and loop up the 3 bands for the neck. She's ready to come off the loom, so I'm just going to remove the legs here and then use my hook, because you'll have a lot of tight bands right here in this area. And now I'm just going to reach in at the neck, grabbing the bands, and remove. Now I have an extra hook, so I'm going to use that and put her to the side. I know she looks a bit funny. I'm going to show you how to fix after. Or if you want, you can store her at the bottom of your loom. Now I'm going to show you how to do her head. We are going to start with our brown bands. I will be using burgundy, and then we'll need some skin color. So starting with the brown, double bands, I'm going to go from the left up to the center at the top. From the center down to the right, and then I'm going to go down the right, the center, and the left using double bands, and we're going to go down twice. So 1 and 2. On the left, 1 and 2. In the center, 1 and 2. Now switching to the skin color, double bands, we're going to go down 3 times on the right and then 3 times on the left. So 1, 2, and 3. On the left, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to close this off, so grabbing double bands of the skin color, I'm going to go from the left down to the center, and then center up to the right. I'm going to push down in the center here. Now I'm going to fill in the middle using double bands of the skin color, just going right down. Sorry, going to fix. So that was 4 times. We're going to attach holding bands now. This is going to be a little bit tricky, so I'm going to go slow. The first one is going to be a single brown band. We're going to make a triangle right here on the second pegs. You're going to double this one. So just twist, doubling it to make it just a little bit tighter. Next I'm going to go down using the skin colors, and we're going to do a simple triangle, just one at a time, and then I'm going to show you something to do with your hook. So adding 1, the triangle below, you want to grab your hook, and we need this triangle to be just a little bit tighter. So what I'm going to do here at the bottom of this triangle on the right side, I'm going to twist around this third peg. So just to show you again, taking your hook, go up and just around. We're going to do this to the next one. Single band, making a triangle, grabbing your hook, and grabbing the bottom here on the right side, go up and just around. Adding another one, single band, grabbing your hook, the bottom, go up and around the peg. We're going to add another one, so a single band, and we're going to do the same thing. Grabbing your hook, the bottom of this triangle band, go up. You might want to push your bands down. Grabbing that triangle band, go up and around your peg. Now I'm going to show you how to do the hair, and we're going to use the bottom portion of our loom. So I'm going to grab double of the brown color, and I'm going to go down 5 times in the center. So just at the peg below your chin, you want to start. And so you know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and your 8th peg going down. you want to just go down to the bottom. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now taking double bands, I am going to go below where I started in the center, so just going down. So if you were to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to go down to the bottom. It would be 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to close this off. So I'm going to use double bands, and I'm going to go from the center down to the right. I'm going to cap the end here on the right with a single band 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. I need to put a holding band, and we're going to make a triangle. So a single band. How we looped here the center and we went around with the single band, we're going to do the same thing with the hair 3 times. So a single, and I'm going to make a triangle and the point going to the side. It should look like this. Grabbing your hook on the right side, you're just going to take the band, go up and around your peg. I'm going to do another triangle with a single band, and we're going to go in the opposite direction. So your point is going to be facing the left. You want to grab your hook, and we're going to wrap around the point on the left here. So grabbing your hook, you want to just go around that peg. I'm going to make another triangle, and we're going to go in the same direction as our last one. So a single, making a triangle, and it's going to overlap your last triangle. Point is facing towards the left, grabbing your hook, and we want to go around. You're going around the point. So we're going to loop up now. So reaching in at the bottom on the left, you want to reach in and grabbing the top 2 bands, and they should be going towards the center. Now this is just a matter of looping straight up. So I'm going to reach in the center here and go up to the top. When you get to this next one in the loop, you want to make sure that you're pulling back that holding band and just grabbing the bottom 2 bands and loop up. The same thing here, moving the holding band out of the way, grabbing your bottom 2 and loop up. Reach in. On the right side now, reach in and go up, moving the holding band out of the way. Here's where we loop that holding band, so make sure you push it back, reach to the bottom, grabbing your 2 bands and making that teardrop. We're going to remove this off the loom now. So you want to reach in on the right, remove the bands, then reach in the middle, remove the bands, and we're going to slide this on double bands. So reaching in, remove, remove, and you want to remove gently and carefully. I'm using my fingers. And this is what you should have. Now we're just going to take double brown bands, support with our finger, and you can take section by section and just bring these on and slide them off your hook and grabbing both ends. You're going to take this and you're going to attach on the left side at the first peg here at the top. So just go around the peg and putting all your loops on. We're going to do this again and it's going to be the exact same way. So grabbing double brown bands, we're going to go down the loom 5 times using the bottom, and I'm just starting at the peg below the chin. Again, and just going to the bottom. This was 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. We're going to go on the right now 5 times. We're going to start at the peg just below the center and go down to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to close this off. I'm going to go from the center down to the right, and we're going to cap the end here on the right with a single band 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. We're going to attach 3 holding bands, one at a time. We're going to make a triangle, grabbing your hook. You want to take the end here towards the right, the point, and loop it around. We're going to do another triangle facing the opposite way, single band, and make a triangle. Grabbing your hook, you want to grab this triangle towards the top on the left side and go around the peg. We're going to add one more to the same direction as this one, just overlapping, grabbing your hook towards the center here. You want to just bring your band and go around the peg. Now we're ready to loop up. So reaching in at the bottom on the right, moving the cap band out of the way, grabbing the top 2, go up to the center, and now just loop up towards the top. I'm going to go on the right. Make sure you're pushing these holding bands out of the way, especially where we looped. In the middle. Moving the holding band out of the way. And now we're going to remove off the loom from the right and then the center. So reaching in, remove the bands off, the center, and then you want to remove off the loom, grabbing 2 brown bands attached to your hook, support with your finger, and now you want to take all these bands off. You can do section by section, just so they're off your hook and on the double bands, grabbing both ends. And now you want to attach to the top peg on the right. So just sliding on, making sure all the bands are around. So this is what you should have now. Now I'm going to show you, if you look at these pieces, they look identical at the bottom. You'll have this loose band right here and this loose band right here. Your cap band is in the center. The band that we wrapped at the bottom of the loom on the right side, this is the band that you're going to grab. Now I'm going to turn my loom here to the side, and I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to work on the left one so far. First, I'm just going to put my hook through so it's pointing towards the loom, and I'm just going through the cap bands. Now my hook is in between the cap band, all 3 loops are around my hook, and I'm just going to give this a little stretch. Might want to hold it, push it, support it with my hand here and pull it down, and attach to my 5th peg going down on the left. I'm going to do this to the same thing on the left. So with my hook, I am going to point towards the loom. So I'm not going this way. I'm going this way, putting my hook through the cap band, 3 bands, and I'm going to give it a stretch down, sorry if my hand was in the way, to the 5th peg going down. Now I'm going to show you how to attach. So we want to make sure that this is attached to the face. I've done this technique several times, and now I'm going to show you how to do it with Dora. So you'll notice that you have teardrops going down the side. I'm going to grab a single band from the teardrop that's closest to the peg, so not over here, but I'm going to grab a single band from the bottom of the teardrop. So not from the top. Let me see if I can show you. This is the top of this teardrop. I'm going to grab a single band. The first teardrop is being used. I'm just at the second one. Grabbing a bottom single and attaching it to my second peg going down. Your next teardrop, I'm going to grab a bottom single. It doesn't matter which one, I'm just grabbing a bottom. And I'm going to wrap it again around the second peg. Now I'm at the 4th teardrop, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to grab a bottom single here and wrap it around my 3rd peg. My next teardrop, I'm going to wrap it around my 3rd peg going down again. So grabbing a bottom single. So there's 2 teardrops around the 3rd. Now I have 1 more teardrop left, so I'm going to grab a bottom single and go around my 4th peg. The right side is done. I'm going to show you on the left, and I'm going to work this way, so maybe you'll see. First teardrop being used, second teardrop, grab a bottom single and wrap around your second peg going down. This is the top of the teardrop, so I want to grab from the bottom and wrap it around the second peg going down. So 1, 2, and 3 now are being used. Your 4th teardrop, grabbing a bottom single and wrap it around your 3rd peg. Another teardrop, grabbing the bottom single, wrap it around your 3rd peg again. So 2 teardrops around the 3rd. You have 1 more teardrop left, so wrap it around your 4th. If you found that you still have 1 more teardrop, somehow you twisted the hair around. So you want to go back to where we put this hair piece onto the loom, because somehow you twisted it around. Now we're going to make the eyes. For the eyes, I'm just going to use a burgundy band and a white. So grabbing a burgundy, I'm going to wrap this around my hook, and I'm only going to wrap it 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Grabbing a single white, you're going to wrap this around twice on either side. So 1, 2, 1, and 2. We're going to do another eye, a single, 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Taking a single white, I'm going to wrap this twice on either side. 1, 2, 1, and 2. We're going to slide this on a single skin color band, attach to your hook, support with your fingers, pinch, and slide one eye on. The next eye. And we're going to attach at the 4th pegs going down from the left to the right. Now we're going to attach the body. First, you might want to take your hook and just separate the eyes to either side. So grabbing your body, you want to first make sure that you're putting it on the right way in case you took it off. This is the back. You'll see these loose bands here. That is the back. So please make sure that you're putting it down so those bands are facing the bottom of your loom. You want to push the bands down at your chin, and I'm going to slide the body on. So all loops are around that peg. We're ready to loop up. So reach in, grabbing your top two bands, and they should be going up to the center. Reach back in, grabbing the next two, and they should be going to the right. Reach back in, grabbing the last two, and they're going to the left. Now I'm going to loop up on the right. So reaching in here at the bottom of the right, you want to make sure that you're pushing all these bands out of the way and grabbing the bottom two. On the right is where we looped around these pegs, so you want to make sure that you want to pull those bands out of the way and loop up. Move the bands out of the way, go around. If you have tension, just loosen it up. And to the top in the center. I'm going to do on the left now, so reaching in and just go to the top. Again, we're only grabbing the bottom bands. Now in the center, we've already looped up one. Now you want to grab a single band, and we're going to do a slip knot at the top. So reach in between all these bands, grabbing a single band, bring it through, grabbing both ends. The band that's furthest away from the tip of your hook, you just want to slide it over and do a slip knot. So I'm just moving the band towards the top. She's ready to come off, but I'm going to use my hook and remove off the loom. So I'm just doing the sides. And the middle. And this is what you should have, and I will show you how to fix. Now to fix her, you'll see that the legs are going towards the front. That will be the front, and the back has these bands loose, so you know where the back is. That's the back. You want to bring the eyes forward, and we are going to fix the eyes. So just position them the way that you want the eyes to look. I'm just flipping them around to how I'd like them. And now I'm just going to pull at the hair. So where the face meets the hair, I'm just going to give it a tug so we don't see the brown bands coming through the face. On the left now, same thing. I'm going to take this band here at the top, give it a little tug, and I'm going to turn her around and I'm going to hide this band. So just going through with my hook to the middle of the head here and grabbing that band and bringing it through just to hide it. Just squeezing the bottom of her face And now I'm going to show you, we want to bring these bands here that we looped around 4 times. We're going to bring 2 of those bands to the other side. I'm going to start kind of with the yellow. I'm not sure if you can see the white really good. So what I'm going to do is just grab one of these bands here. It doesn't matter which one. I'm just grabbing the bottom one that's facing to the end of the shoe, and I'm just going to bring it around to the other side. We're going to do this with one more. I'm just giving it a little bit of a stretch with my hook and bringing it to the other side around her shoe. So now I have 2 loops of this yellow on either side. I'm going to do the same thing with the white, grabbing one band, giving it a little stretch just out of those 4, and bringing it to the other side of her shoe. Gonna grab another white band, a little bit of a stretch, and to the other side. So we have 2 of these bands on either side. Now we're going to do this with the shorts. The same thing, the orange, where you have 4 loops. Going to give it a stretch and just go around to the other side of her leg. Grabbing another loop, a little bit of a stretch, and go around. And just fix them up. I'm going to do that with the arm now to the pink bands, giving it a little stretch and bringing it around her arm. Grabbing another one, bringing it around her arm. So now I have 2 loops on either side of the pink. I'm going to do that with her other arm, the pink, where there's 4 loops, grabbing one, a little bit of a stretch, and around to the other side of her arm, bringing her arm through. Grabbing another band, bringing her arm through, and now we have 2 bands on either side of her arm. We're going to do that with her bracelet. So grabbing one, stretch, and go around. Again, with another band. So now we have 2 loops of the yellow, or whatever color you used for her bracelet, on either side. Now you're going to pause the video to fix the other leg. You have the white, the yellow, and the orange to do. So now that you've fixed her arms and her shoes and her shorts, we are going to bring one of these bands to the front. So if you turn her around, you'll have a loose band here at the top and a loose band right here at the bottom. This bottom one, we are going to bring to the front. So just bring her legs through and bring it to the front, just where her shorts and her shirt meet. And she's done. I hope you enjoyed Looming with Cheryl. Please subscribe down below. I have a lot more designs to load, and I'll see you next time with another. Bye for now.